And then our Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs, she stood up.
She was wonderful.
She was okay also, and she spoke about the empathy that the Israeli government has for the situation in Biafra, and she urged the Knesset members to do another discussion, even at her office. They will decide on which committee they will take our case, so that we will work. We will have working groups just for Biafra, to promote the situation of Biafra, to promote it forward. Who knows? Maybe it will lead to freedom very soon. So this is for you, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and for the people of Biafra, from here, from the Knesset, me, Rachel Nwosu, and Mazi Obilo, Victor Uchenna Obilo, our coordinator. We thank God, we thank Elohim for this day, for this history.
So that is what it is. There is nothing I need to add. She has said it all. Today is a wonderful day. History in the making. Before now, there is nothing whatsoever of this nature that has happened in Knesset today that is taking place. It is a big knot that is cracked. And I want to thank Chico Kabiama, and at the same time I want to thank this woman. And I'm also thanking the wonderful woman in Lobbies. Her name is Heidi Moses. She's the one that is pushing us. She's our vehicle right now, and we are enjoying the ride. So I
always say that I'm not satisfied. And I'm pushing her more and more and more. At the end, the chairman of the parliament even called Mazi Obilo's name, and he stood up to say hi to the parliament members. So we are recognized. This is something else. We are recognized officially and constantly. Ipob is officially recognized at the Israeli parliament. This is something very huge, very, very huge. So you people must know that we are on the right way.
And the Speaker of the Knesset.
And the Speaker of the Knesset himself ran to sign some members just for Biafra, sign on the document, on this special document for this urgent agenda. He saw a special letter that he received, and this letter just made him to jump from his chair, and he himself went from a parliament member to another and gave them documents to sign, and this is how we are here today making this history.
Yesterday, we saw what transpired in the Israel parliament as that Israel and the US government is said to place Biafra on a global recognition and also to be recognized as a chartered nation. Mazi, what is your take on this, sir?
Breaking news that triggered a lot of white jubilation all over the world, especially to 85 million Biafrans who has been on their knees showing solidarity, rallies, labels, logistics, diplomacy here and there, and consistent referendum every Monday.
Consistent referendum every Monday.
That got the world attention. This is more than 50 years or thereabouts that the Knesset, Israeli parliament, decided to recognize 1967, pay homage to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and celebrate the coming of the first Jewish black nation in Africa. It didn't come as a surprise. Divinity, God, is also involved. Yes, one of the strongest nations in the world has spread Biafra in the Middle East.
Calling people Jews.
You can see you can see the whole thing, gradually manifesting. Everywhere you are, celebrate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Okwuchukwu Kanu. Celebrate him. He's a great man, a great prophet, one of the sophisticated freedom fighters in the history of the world. Without a gun. Without a gun. I don't want to go back to what they are saying concerning this and that, but let us leave it to without just ordinary plastic and chair. The world got his attention on what is happening in Nigeria. Today, the global world is focusing on Nigeria, courtesy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
And even
advocacy.
getting a charter.
Yes, I must tell you that I was actually coming to that. But I have to give references and solidarity to those who champion this cause to the extent that the Jerusalem has had their voice. The Biafran agitation got the most significant breakthrough when Jacob, Maggie, Rachel, Avis stood in the heavenly parliament and got unanimous support from the White House Congress. And I see the secret there was the document they called the Biafran Recognition Charter was signed. The Nigerian media will not tell you that. They can never mention that. Well, of course, they know what's at stake.
But what does it spell for the Nigerian state?
Of course, it tells them that just like the king told Bola Ahmed Tinubu and sweep him, out completely from the ground. Bola Ahmed never saw it coming. That His Royal Majesty, the most important and valuable Majesty King in Igbo land now, has took Bola Ahmed Tinubu by surprise. What happened in Israel took Nigeria by surprise. Today, they have declared an emergency. They are discussing it. How did it happen? And it means
The villa, right?
yes, it means that they are now afraid that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should. I think they are discussing it because the thing has gotten global attention. It is only in Nigeria that our IPOB members are terrorist organizations.
Only in Nigeria.
Imagine MK, Jacob Maggi, celebrating IPOB, mentioning IPOB, dedicating his speech to the indigenous people of Biafra, right there in the parliament. Bros, no matter how
British
you
parliament.
look at it, no matter, it is a significant impact. And I learned that Asu Rock is not happy with it. They are already on an emergency meeting. A lot of Nigerians may not understand what is going to happen to them. They don't know what is happening. Everybody is pretending. Yes, say that until Obofu Hananya, it will come. Very real. As I remember a few years ago, it looks as if there was no headway. Look at the small boy that was invited in the Nasset Parliament Hall or chambers
But sir,
that was celebrated.
But sir, this still brings me back to the fact that when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said he would not fight Biafra, that see with the barrel of gun, he said he would dialogue with international communities. Now, do you think that has even become
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu
a reality?
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not talking about international community.
Okay.
Mazi Kanu does not need international community, does not need United Nations. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu looked at, identifying his religious alliance, identify his ideological alliance, and now look at communities, nations, countries around the world who can identify with him and show him solidarity. Simple. And the message as at that time, because we have had different United Nations Secretary General before Antonio Guterres, and they told him very clearly, non-violent approach is the way to go, and he maintained it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only freedom fighter that when army invaded his house and killed 28 youth, there was no gun found.
His compound.
In his, not one naira, not even single bullet found. But when they went to Igboho's house, they saw all manner of things. Today, they are saying Igboho is we cannot be one. And thank God for the solidarity we are getting, because it is a long way, long walk to freedom.
But what is the role that yesterday I saw a broadcast made by the Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, in which he said he will protect the Igbo Jews. Don't you think that he will wipe out every terrorist? Who are the terrorists in this contest?
Anybody that stands against the children of the Most High, whether as a political weapon, whether as a religious weapon, whether as a radical agenda, whether it is an ideology that does not align with we, the children of God, celebrating the heavens 24 hours. God has already given that him too is a God of war, physically and spiritually. Physically we have Israel, physically we have America. More especially the Israeli, and spiritually, anything that is physical, that is against the children of God anywhere in the world, either by commission or by omission, must be brought down. I've been saying it. Let nobody think that Christians are not radicals. Christians are extremists, more than those ones that are calling themselves radical extremists. When the Christians decide to radicalize their faith, then they will tell you where the world will belong at the end of the day.
So yesterday, there was a tweet from Bashar Ahmed saying that Israel is trying to bring disunity in Nigeria. That the major problem they are having now is Israel. That Israel is trying to bring disunity between the Fulanis, the Yorubas, and the Igbo.
Those two of them that are that person that is mentioning that is the one that has brought disunity. Look at the record. The Israeli parliament said 56 years after, upon all the cries and weeping, 56 years after, the Israeli government now remembered. So we had the
son.
But they have been killing Nigerians for over 40 decades now.
Over 40 decades.
The same people, every day. As I'm talking to you, Nigeria is the highest place where Christians are being murdered around the world. Today. Everybody is looking at, that's why people are just hoping that a Christian nation, that's why people are driving and calling on the global world. And I can tell you, the people has rally more. Stay away for something you don't know. Rally more. Stay away from something you don't know. Congressman. God is bigger than you.
That's just Congressman, right?
Yes. God is bigger than you. Don't bring that kind of sentiment that dividing Nigeria will encourage terrorism. That statement is suspicious. And that is what I'm saying. You can see now, the president said they are divided, but they are the one that was championing. Do you know what it means for one of the people that fought for the independence of this country has been sidelined for 60 years?
Yes.
Is Nigeria moving forward? He can't go and listen to back. He said we are the salt of this nation. Without us, we have no taste. Labor, and we have gotten to that place where the world have beginning to see signs. These people are not actually what people think they are. And that is why you are seeing now, I can mention Italy is there, Russia is there, Germany is there, America is there, Israel is there. The seventh nation is Australia. And you don't understand what is happening. The coalition of these nations are going to be the part of the Biafran Charter, and they are working on it on the ground. When they sign it, they will just single out a nation that will officially announce Biafra as a sovereign nation. Every other thing will just naturally fall into place.
But see, do you think that the Nigerian government will consent to this?
What concerns us with Nigerian government? Is Nigerian government bigger than Israel? What is the influence of Nigeria around the world, even in Africa? Now, what is the influence of Nigeria? The resources that has kept Nigeria came from the Biafran land. Everything, human resources, impact, image making, everything, music, football, name them, came from the Biafran land, Akabo land, the land of our mothers in Africa.
And the rising sun.
And the rising sun.
That is the reason.
That is, yes, of course, that is the impact. It's coming. And if you look at what Jacob Maggi was saying on the floor of the parliament, bros, it has gone beyond more than what we think. Now, don't be surprised that any moment from now, you might be hearing another thing, and that will trigger Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release.
But Mazi, there was a revelation made yesterday by Mokri that how much did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay the Jewish, the parliament for them to endorse that Biafra? That according to him, he said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu bribed them, lobbied, paid for them, and that is